deregulation of the Texas power business promised to bring the benefits of free markets to bear on ever-rising power bills. It introduced customers to innovators like Gritty that had a pay-as-you-go business plan that constantly adjusted rates up or down depending on demand.
My average kilowatt hour was 2 cents.
Russell Dvorsky said he saved thousands with his ever-adjusting rate plan.
Hence the reason that it's cheaper, because there's not a long factor of how long it takes the provider to get their money.
That's because Gritty deals included the use of automatic payments from people's bank accounts. Then the February Texas deep freeze knocked out power plants, short-circuited the market, and put the power grid on the precipice of disaster. Then it blew a giant hole in Dvorsky's bank account, and others too. What did that do to your bill?
My bill went from on an average of $250 a month to $6,200 in 4 days.
Why? ERCOT, in a desperate attempt to coax more juice into the system, hiked prices as high as it legally could. But even at the sky-high rate of $9,000 per megawatt hour, few producers could operate, much less push out more power.
The market completely ceased to function on the generation side.
Market incentives had no way to work. Power companies could not physically earn the increased amount, so ERCOT left the incentive in place for days as power companies scrambled for other sources.
Generators of electricity had to purchase, for example, natural gas, no matter what the price was, in order to meet the needs. When you have a situation like that, markets no longer really function well.
The giant jump in rates jolted both consumers and distributors to the tune of at least $16 billion, more than the entire state paid for power in all of 2020. The Brazos Electric Co-op declared bankruptcy to get out from under almost $2 billion in bills it could not pay. By the end of February, ERCOT said distributors had missed nearly $2.5 billion in charges. But some called those charges excessive and wrong.
That was by order. And that order can actually be undone.
That began a debate over the rules of the Texas deregulated energy market. Dvorsky says ERCOT's artificial manipulation made a bad problem worse.
It went from 2 cents to $9. After their order expired, it went to negative 6 cents. That is not the natural cycle of ebb and flow and supply and demand. That is an artificial manipulation of the market.
Lots of folks, including the watchdog that oversees ERCOT, called for a rollback of billions worth of charges. On one hand, the governor says he wants this disastrous situation fixed. But on the other hand, his handpicked people say rolling back any of the so-called overcharges could seriously harm the electricity market. The Texas Senate quickly passed a bill calling for the rollback, but it hit a wall in the House where the Speaker called the charges proactive. It started a fight over protecting customers or power companies and Wall Street that shows no signs of an end in sight. Dennis Turner, 25 News.